Hi guys, thanks so much for stopping by. So today I will be doing another book review, and this is entitled Beautiful Disaster by Jamie McGuire. I hope you enjoy my book review. You're going to hit the like, subscribe, and of course the bell so you're notified every single time I do upload a new video. Where you can get this book will be linked down below in the description section, including where you can find all my social media accounts. So let's get started. I'm going to get information and read it for you guys from goodreads.com, and then we're going to go from there. Genre suspect to be romance, new adult, contemporary, young adult. I guess it's borderline young adult, contemporary romance, college fiction, women's fiction, adult love. So it says here, the new Abby Abernathy. I'm sorry, I'm dyslexic. And a little bit of sideway is that the reason I am an avid reader was because when my school and my family found out that I was diagnosed with like dyslexia, I was like 6 or 7. I was encouraged to read more and more and more because it kind of helps it more, supposedly. And I think it does. But you know, I'm dyslexic and there's no repairing that. So it will just pop up from time to time. But it's definitely a better exercise to do that. So anyway, I almost forgot. This is rated 4.06 out of 5 stars at goodreads.com. So the new Abby Abernathy, wow, that was hard, is a good girl. She doesn't drink or swear and has the appropriate number of cardigans in her wardrobe. Abby believes she has enough distance from the darkness of her past, but when she arrives at college with her best friend, her path to a new beginning is quickly challenged by Eastern University's walking one-night stand. Travis Maddox, lean, cut, and covered in tattoos, is exactly what Abby needs and wants to avoid. He spends his nights winning money in a floating fight ring and his days as the ultimate college campus charmer. Intrigued by Abby's resistance to his appeal, Travis tricks her into his daily life with a simple bet. If he loses, he must remain abstinent for a month. If Abby loses, she must live with in Travis's apartment for the same amount of time. Either way, Travis has no idea that he has met his match. Let's double check why I started reading this book. I've had this book for a while. This was published back in May 26, 2011. I don't believe I got it at that time, but I've had this book, I would say more than a year. I would say longer than that, but I just haven't had the chance to really read it. And I could be wrong, and let me just check this real quick, but this is probably my first Jamie McGuire book that I've ever read. Yes, it is my first Jamie McGuire book. This is definitely, it has some darkness into there and it has some violence in there. So if you're not into that, which a lot of people dislike this book because of that. I think it adds some kind of flair and color into the story. And you know, when you read something, it doesn't have to be like cookie cutter perfect. Not everybody's lives are the same. Not everybody's lives are going to be uniform, and not everybody's lives is going to be exactly what you have envisioned what a hero or heroine is. And I think this is what the point of the book is that everybody's got a past. Even if you're in high school or in college, you still got a past. And so it's a beautiful discovery to that. So there's some darkness in this. I'm not going to say more than that because I think it would actually give away the story. And I didn't, you know, before I started reading this book, if indeed I read the description of the book before I actually got the book, I do not remember it at all. Just so you know, guys, I have like close to 2,000 books right now. And sometimes I might skim it, but I think I would say about 90% of the time before I do get the book, I do read the description and I do look at the ratings and sometimes the reviews. And a lot of times when I do actually am ready to read that particular book, I'm hoping that I don't remember what the description was. I just remember that I already filtered through it and I read through it and it seems like something I'm interested to read. So I have it in my possession. And I think that's why when I do acquire books, I usually acquire like a ton. Sometimes I acquire it from like 10 to 15 minimum, up to like 30 to 50. And, you know, sometimes I won't even sort it out until I have like that many, and then I'll, you know, sort it out and stuff. But the beauty of having tablets now is you can have hundreds and thousands of books in one specific item, and you won't look like a hoarder. But anyway, so my point is, I got this book years ago. I don't know when. And what I do remember was it was described really well and the rating was really well. So I got it, and I'm glad that I started reading it. The problem is sometimes, like I said, sometimes I get like 5-10 books at a time, maybe minimum. It can go up really, really high, 20, 30. Or within a week, I'll acquire that many. You know, I might get 1 book today, 2 books the next day, 10 the next day, and I just won't sort them out. And after that, it just kind of sits there, and there might be one that pops up out of that. And just imagine, even if it's only 5 books, the other 4 would be kind of be in the back burner. And then when I'm done with that one, and I kind of, if I really, really love that book, I would probably want to see what would be the other suggestions for that book. And then the other 4 will be kind of forgotten. And that's what happened with this one, I think, is that I just kind of forgot what happened with it. And I went through it, and I'm like, I haven't read from this author. I haven't read this particular book. And it is a 2-parter. It has novellas, but it's a 2-parter book. So, Abby is one of the best heroines ever. She's amazing. Just amazing to read. And this book particularly, as I was reading it, it made me tear up. And there were times when I felt like my chest was being like constricted and just like squashed up like a super soft tomato. It really had those, it really toyed with my emotions. And I really love it when an author is able to do that with me, because that's not easy to do. And Jamie McGuire was able to do that for me. So I enjoyed it, and I'm masochistic in that way. But when I enjoy something like that, I am very proud that the author wrote it so beautifully that I was affected so much. I think everybody should give this a chance. I mean, like I said, there's some darkness into this, and a lot of people have complained in the fact of the darkness. I think you have to understand that some people, and characters as well, do have backstories and personalities and things like that. We all know what right and wrong is, but sometimes, even in real life, sometimes we just have to act what we need to do instead of what we know we should do. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I do give this a 2 thumbs up, and I do give this a 5 out of 5 stars. I really, really love this book. And if you guys have suggestions, if you've read this book, you want to share your input, you want to share your experience and reaction to this book, let me know down in the comment section below. Also, if you have read this book, you love this book as well, if you have other suggestions because of this particular book, you might think it's similar, let me know down in the comment section below. I love hearing from you guys all the time. Thank you guys so much for the love and support. I love you guys. You guys are wonderful, beautiful people. Always read a book every single day, even if you're doing 1 page or 1 chapter or like half the book. Always do that. That's brain exercise. So be healthy, stay mentally healthy. We all know, like, you know, I've had mental challenges before, and I know I'm not the only one. So mental health is very, very important. So please always have that in mind. Thank you guys so much again, and I'll see you guys again next time. Bye.